Hi, good evening, everyone. So let's go to the share folder. Okay, we're going to continue what the remainings of the questions that we did last week halfway through. Then we're going to do SRQ, okay? So this is for today's lesson, 25th, that we need to continue the last week, the SBQ questions. So I need your inputs. Well done for last week that we did the question A and B. As I mentioned before, I just mentioned to Danny, right? Since some of you are late, came in late. So this is recording for Zhao Xuan and Xing Chen. Okay, no worry, pay attention. So if you are doing the 5 marks question, Chelsea, are you there? Can you turn on your camera? Thank you. So what does source A tells you about this social mobility 5 marks? It's best that you always give 2 inference, all right? Play safe, 2 inference. Yeah, I know the teacher say 1 inference, but it is good to have 2 inference for these 5 marks questions. And then when you do this, how difference that we weren't done already. So I remember this one, do it as homework. So far, nobody handed it to me. So let's do source D now. Source D already. Chelsea, are you okay to turn on your camera? No, cannot. Chelsea still not there. Okay, never mind. So does source D prove that social mobility cannot be achieved? Explain the answer. Hey, Danny and Pei Kun and Ziying and Yang Xiang and Chao Xing, you all received recently. I sent Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's that one to you. Do you look at the WhatsApp? No, I sent to you TikTok one about Mr. Lee Kuan Yew giving a speech about why is it good to have the integrations instead of assimilations. And then just now, about half an hour ago, I sent to you about racial harmony of religions. Why Singapore cannot have one religions? You ma Pei Kun? You sold out, huh? It's under TikTok. This is the real actual facts that what Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has spoken during that time in the 50s or 60s and 70s and 80s. So this is what the real situation, that what you are studying now is actually reflecting what Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has said before. This country cannot be assimilation. This country is about integrations. This country must be racial harmony, not just one religion, but all the religions respect one another. As they mentioned about Christianity failed to unite the whole of China, which cannot be, not possible. Okay, so let's go back to this one. Please watch the 2 videos that I sent to you, right? It's very useful to your SS. So does source D prove that social mobility cannot be achieved? Explain your answer. So let's look at source D. Okay, tell me now, let's do this homework. Do you think D itself, okay, I think you all have the PDF formats as well. So please look at this now and do it now and send the answer in the chat group to everyone. So I will use that chat group in the Zoom to analyze your answer, okay? So please type it up, your answer. Let's do it now. I refer to the questions again, and the questions ask, does source D prove that social mobility cannot be achieved? So prove and not prove. I found it interesting that in Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong's speech during the National Gallery speech on Sunday, that is, well, about 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago, around there, 7 years ago. He singled out disruption from globalization and technological progress as the defining economic challenge of our generations. Okay, so these are the two that cause the great problems to our generations that affect the economies. So in this page, in the knowledge how segments of society, like this blue collar worker, okay, the income that is less than $4,000-5,000 have had their livelihoods threatened by new technology. So are they able to survive with these new trends of technology? All right, with these new trends of changes in globalizations, and suggest the needs for the government to level the playing field for everyone. Playing field means everyone has to play a part in their own way for survival to EKE a living. Hello, Chelsea. Hi. All right, so I would argue that disruptions has not just widened the income or wealth gap. So it has skewed the odds in favor of the privileged and highly educated at the expense of the blue collar. So take note what is blue collar, Zhao Xuan, you know, Bei Kun, you know, blue collar. That means income that is below 4-5. Usually they say it's 3.5K and below. But now with the inflation, I'm not sure how they're going to define blue collar. Therefore, creating a skill gap which may struggle to bridge. So not true that the governments are doing their best to create a skill future, to train the blue collar, to upskill themselves, to upgrade themselves, and to update themselves. So upskill, update, and upgrade, okay? Right, please type it down if you, in case you forget, or write it down. Especially for people like Uncle Raymond, 50 years and above, if you do not have a proper, in fact, sorry to say, even you have proper education, but whatever you have done for the past few years or many years ago may become redundant. Okay, so it may not be useful. Then no, how? Or because the jobs require younger generation to take over you, how? So this is across to all industries. I'm very sad, but that is the fact of life. So please do this question now and send it to the Zoom chat so that everyone can read. Instead of copy and paste it inside in my this screen. So I will not do that. I'll just read through from your this Zoom chat, okay? To speed up the process. So of course, when you say proof, Zhao Xuan and Bei Kun and Zi Ying, Danny, Qiao Xing and Yang Xiang, you need to have one proof and one not proof. And then what is the third paragraph you're going to write? I see what you're going to write, okay? So Bei Kun and Zhao Xuan and Zi Ying and Yang Xiang, please kindly give me your social SHE result, which is a social study, history, and English. All right, if you can. Of course, if you, whatever reason you don't give is fine. Right, but please, if you can. All right, so okay, let's look at this one and this one here.
I'll put it in when I get back my report book because I forgot also.
Oh, okay. But the best is you can separate them that you are doing like your social study result. Get me now. Just your social study result. Okay. Hey, you never turn on your camera. Now that no.
No, it cannot. You see,
Oh, okay. That means you have to upgrade like Yang Xiang like that.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I cannot.
You have to upgrade your version already.
Oh,
very troublesome lah. You have to go to the Zoom there, then you have to upgrade the versions, update, or sometimes it might be crashed with your Windows. Your Windows did not upgrade or update. And then if you have an antivirus installed, wow, it's troublesome.
Yeah.
Okay, today will be the last lessons of what I'm going to teach you. Those of you who have signed up for next month lessons, okay, I will not be giving you any things, but I will see how, for example, if all of you sign up for next month lesson, that means I want you all to send to me like, okay, we want to talk about diversity, we want to talk about what, okay, or I may be giving a full set of paper, we're going to analyze the paper. Hey, Chelsea, did I give you all the Hua Xiong paper now? No, right? No, okay, so if can, next week we'll see how. Because the next month is the whole month. Your SS is the last day of the month, correct? Right? 31st or 30th of October. Right, so yeah, should be 30th, right? I remember I took down. Okay, come, let's go for the answer, guys. Proof and not proof. So Yang Xiang, if you can, please type your answer. Yeah, it's on the 31st of October. It's also coincide with my younger son, the last paper of primary school exam. So it's 31st. Wow. For 5 lessons to cover up your SS, okay.
So if like both sources have it's like similar, right? We don't need to write explanation for each of the example, the quotes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear you wrongly or correctly? If both sources are similar, right? Did you say that?
Yeah.
Then we don't cross-reference.
No, we don't need to write explanation for both of the quotes. Like we just write one. No, like we just don't need explanations.
Oh, if you are talking about similarity or differences or based on this?
Like based on this, like it's supported by another source.
Then you have to, whatever you see, even similarity, like give you an example in real life, right? If your son say, handphone, for example, mommy, I want to buy handphone. I want to buy iPhone. Then you say, but you just need a phone, ma. Correct or not? Nokia is also a phone, correct or not? Similar, right? But they say, no, but Nokia cannot do PLT, for example, a homework. Then you see, you must support with evidence and explain. That's what I believe, seriously. Agree? If you are similar, I know it's similar, but then how do I know you're similar if you don't prove to me? Correct or not? That is what you think, leh. 你看的东西跟我看不一样, leh. Your khaki green and apple green, both are green color, right? Are similar, that the common color is green, correct? But to me, I may like of apple green than khaki green. Okay? Do I answer your question, man? Okay, so yeah, maybe some teacher will say no need to, but sorry, because we are thinking of higher level thinking, so it's better to. All right, thank you. Thank you, Yang Xiang. Yang Xiang, don't mind you send to my group chat, WhatsApp group chat. Oh, thanks for your result. Thank you, Yang Xiang. Thank you very much. Okay, Xing Chen, you just came in now. Please turn on your camera. We are doing question number D. Xing Chen, we are doing these questions just to show you this one. Where the hell is it? Sorry, okay, here comes. So we are doing these 3 questions, okay? Does source D prove that social mobility cannot be achieved? Explain your answer. So you must have, can you hear me? Xing Chen, can so you have to have 1 paragraph proof and not proof. Okay, and then of course the 3rd paragraph, we'll see what you're going to write on that. All right. So now I put on to the 4th paragraph, the source D here. That's what this was. Okay, it's a positive, right? It's telling the Singaporeans that we must keep abreast and embrace and looking forward to changes, especially now with globalizations, with technological advancements, the sophistication. We need to do it. I don't care how by who or by who. You need to change. If not, you'll be left out. If not, you will be like kind of a group of people will not be able to connect to the rest of us. Very sad, huh? Very sad, seriously, very sad. So please, I would like to see your answer, okay? I will give you another, okay, for the benefit of Xing Chen, if just came in, I'll give you another few more minutes. Those of you finished already, then you can do your next questions if you want to. If you finish, of course, you send me your answer, then I know you finished with it, right? Yang Xiang, if you're saying you're outside means you're eating or what. So if you're eating or this, so sorry, don't type enjoy your meal. If not, don't I don't like, very unhealthy to me. Even though it's no choice. But I believe you must have a balance, okay? Right, so you can listen. But of course, I feel very bad. You can't join us the last 2 lessons. Right. So I'm so sorry. You're buying. Okay, okay. I'm so sorry. The last 2 lessons, you should have joined us. I realized there's this, when I'm reading, sometimes you have to read the passage a few times, sources a few times, then you catch the readings. I just realized this one. I would argue that means Mr. Lee said, no, in my opinion, strongly believe, I strongly believe, if I will argue, that means he stand by it, that these 2 things seems to be very, very threatening and is important somehow or other. That I will argue on this point here. I hope you all are typing. Fei Kun, are you there? I need to see your face. Okay, except Zhao Xuan and Yang Xiang. The rest, I hope to see your face, okay? I only see your face one more month. 星辰, are you typing your answer? I know you're enjoying your music, but please type your answer.
Can you show the question again?
You have the PDF format now?
No.
Please kindly be fair to the rest of the classmates. Just any one of you, okay? If you can, don't please just don't keep repeating. So quickly when you see the questions, take your handphones, snapshot the questions, or quickly write down or print screen, things like that. Okay, you know, up and down. Okay. So you need to know the background. So this is a background about lower income and higher income in Singapore. Is there income gap? Okay. Thank you, Danny, for your answer. Hold on, I move back to T again, and I read your answer, Ken. So sources prove that social mobility cannot be achieved as it is supported by sources because both sources suggest that the gap between different socio-economic groups is too big for social mobilities to be achieved. Source D states that disruption, blah, blah, okay, this is quote until, wow. This means that this shows that this is supported that the difference in the incomes of the different group of people is way too high. It's way too high, it's TOO, not TO. Way too high for the lower income to catch up with the higher incomes. Therefore, okay, this is supported by sources, okay, the quoting. Therefore, therefore, it also means that the children from lower income groups will not have the benefits and the same standards of educations to enjoy the same education level as compared to that of the higher income group. Thus, making it harder for them. Okay, I told you right. Who is the them? I'm confused there. The lower income or the higher income? Get it? So remember, I told you don't write them and they already for so many times. Don't. If you not, you will create a havoc. Okay. So I think it's harder for the lower income to Danny, right? For the lower income to achieve social mobility. Is there any more? Okay, thank you. That is proof, right? What about not proof? You see?
Not done yet.
Typing, So just to help you guys, in case you are stuck there, okay, because we got a lot of questions to do. I will show you the answer, but I hope you all can prove it that you can do on your own. So this one, you see, what's okay, the source shows that social mobility is not possible for those who do not have much education or any specific skills. The evidence in source C is that I would like to disruption. Now you got it, huh? Danny, you got this, huh? Well done. And then is this privilege, okay? So this is, if you answer like that, this proves that social mobility is not possible. You see, children, if you answer like that, you got 3 to 4 marks out of 6 marks, 7 marks. Is it 7 marks? 7 marks, yes, okay. Not bad, huh? Then you continue to say the source proof that social mobility is not possible. This one is show that society is not, so you enhance it by this source is exempted from the by Mr. So it's a very typical. It shows that what he has knowledge about the profile of the case. So it's very one-sided achiever background. So he knows that he has all the informations. Okay. So come to this source. This does prove that, you see, does prove already. Okay, social mobility cannot be achieved because some children come from low income. So yours is opposite for that, and therefore do not have means to upgrade themselves and are more likely to remain poor. This view is supported in source B, which tells that the children whose parents are able to afford tuition class can perform better and can earn a much higher income later in their life. Since source B supports source D in saying that social mobility is only possible with better education, source D is reliable and therefore prove that it is not possible for the lesser income. So yours is quite correct, huh, Danny? Right. Okay, the source D does not prove that social mobility is possible when cross-reference to source A. That source A shows that Singaporean has the highest percentage of people achieving it. So that particular source doesn't prove it. Okay, it doesn't prove that. It will show there's that income gap. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized that yours is the same. You cross-reference with source C, right? That's right. Yeah, here. So this one never mentioned about source C. So yours is more detailed than that. Yes. Now you understand? Yeah, more detailed than this one. 没有讲什么，它只是讲 source D. And then where's the cross-referencing? It doesn't show cross-referencing. Then this one is doesn't prove, therefore it cross source A. So source A does not, that's the last paragraph. This is the paragraph I told you is very, very important. Thank you, Sing Chan. Source D does not prove that social mobility is harder to achieve in Singapore. In making this speech, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong is warning the Singaporean workforce of dangers being left behind in an increasingly technology reliance world. Give me a minute. I'm teaching because my dog is barking. I can't really concentrate. Okay. So it's warning the Singaporean workforce of the dangers of being left behind. I told you, right, in an increasing technology reliant world. Therefore, the speech is made to persuade. Write down, this is very important. The less educated as well as the low income. Okay, I told you the 3 U, right? Upskill, update, and upskill, update, and what did I say? But Chelsea, what did I say? Upskill, update, and what? Upgrade. Yeah, upgrade. Correct. Thank you. Thanks. So write down these 3: upskill, upgrade, and update. Update as in you have to go to the website to check what kind of relevant courses that can help you. Like for example, maybe you want to take out a course. I mute you, sorry, Yang Xiang, you accidentally unmute your mic. So, you see, upgrade, you see the word upgrade, you see, upgrade themselves to meet the economic demands of the countries. Okay, the outcome. So you are using the outcome. This task give a purpose, so this prove that, so okay, it's difficult to achieve. Take note now, this one can be used in a lot of the sentences here. Besides upskills and update, you also can be in the diversity in terms of, so this question mostly are target for social economic status, SES. Thank you, Sing Chan. Source D does not prove that social mobility can be achieved and is biased. Oh, the Straits Times is a subsidiary of Singapore. Oh, okay, which are mostly being affiliated with the predominant ruling party of Singapore. Very sensitive, my dear, to put that. I won't say it's wrong or things like I won't say it's wrong, but it's quite sensitive, which is be careful your choice of words. Nothing wrong in my opinion. For example, the private deputy prime minister is a doctor. Hey, hello, this one nothing to do with here. Like. This is your contextual knowledge, right? Is it true Tony Tan at that time, who was a president of Singapore and was part of PAP, and such a source is biased? This one, no, this one doesn't affect affiliated to it. I'm so sorry. Because you don't use your CK and GK, but is there any Tony Tan in the sources all here? Don't have, right, Danny? Don't have. So sorry, the last part is out of the context.
It's contextual knowledge.
Yeah, but you
Should
never
be fine.
contextual knowledge, my dear. You didn't never say based on my contextual knowledge. You see, 明白吗？你这样放很危险了。I hope you understand. Like I said, you are not wrong. The social study is very fluid. It's not like history. In fact, history better still. History will be factual. 对吗, Danny? You cannot say this month is Hitler from Africa, next one in Germany, next one in Singapore. It's fixed. Well, social study is fluid. Okay, so be careful. I know if you write like that, honestly, this one only give you 2 marks or max 3 marks. The last part, to me, I will not accept it. I hope you understand. Because the whole thing is contextual knowledge, number one, my dear Xing Chen, and you do not have any quotes as compared to Danny. Okay, to prove it. Okay, so let's continue. I want to see from the rest, from Ziying, Bei Kun, and Zhao Xuan, as well as Qiao Xing. Of course, this last paragraph is the most important one. If you dare to, you can go straight to L5. They'll give you 7 marks. No, I'm serious, but don't. Ziying, am I recording? Yes, okay, thanks. Sorry, I just purposely want to disturb you. Okay. Okay, we still got the other 2 questions also. Don't spend too much time, please, come on. Zhao Xia, are you typing? Xing Chen, can you continue your this now you say does not prove. Can you write another paragraph? Does prove. Okay, does prove. Okay, hold on. Quick, Bei Kun, are you typing? Yes, good. Come on. Oh, Zhao Xuan, source D prove that social mobility cannot be achieved. As is supported by source C. Source D state that disruption, okay, right? This suggests that the difference in the income of different groups is way too huge for the income gap to close up.
Sorry. I never finished.
No, let me finish. No worry. Similarly, in source C, it states that a few okay, this has become less so. This suggests that children from lower income groups compared to the past will not be able to achieve social mobility due to the increased cost of education and the difference in the quality of education. Since both sources are similar, sources prove that the gaps between okay. So it cannot be achieved based on that. So it's supporting what Mr. Lee Hsien Loong has said. So hey, hello guys, excuse me, your piece lower income people. Those are uneducated or lowly educated. Please upskill, update, and upgrade. If not, you'll be left behind. Thank you, Zhao Xuan. That is proof. What about not proof? So last paragraph is saying that it does not prove. It means that it doesn't mean that if you are lowly educated, you have income gap, you're not skilled, you're uneducated or lowly educated, you not just have to upgrade, upskill, and update yourself. Okay. But then again, you know that if you don't do all these things, you not just left behind, you are having a burden, not just to the society, but to your family. So this speech is to just as a wake-up call to ensure that the citizens of Singaporeans will be able to embrace themselves, to bring up themselves, to accept the technology reliance. If not, they cannot be able to survive in this very AI world, right? AI, Yang Xiang, AI, Ahmad Ibrahim. Very near to your house, is it Ziying or Danny or Pei Kun? Ahmad Ibrahim. Okay. I didn't know Ziying, you're staying so near to me. I'm very scared after you stopped me. You stopped me, Damn it, man. Every time I just went to North Point. Now I go North Point, I'm very scared. See Ziying around. 哎呦，真是啊，我小生怕怕。然后你直接讲，你不要臭美啦，你以为整个 North Point 是你的咩？哎呀，为什么不给去臭美啊，各位们？啊，开心就好啊，不要生气啊。哇，赵轩，你这边写到很美哦，不是讽刺你哦，不要生气啊。我希望你在 SM 也是写到美美，字体也是美美 ，OK？ 记住啊，不要望天啊，不要前面的女孩看过来 ，OK？ 要 concentrate 最重要宝贝啊，知道吗？不要这样说我这个这样，哎，真的嘞，如果你可以这样写啊 ，confirm 啊 ，to be honest 啊 ，is an encouragement to you 啊，赵璇 that compare from now to the past 5 months 啊 ，you ask yourself 咯 ，angry for what? Angry. Ask yourself the past 5 months and now you have improved tremendously, Agree 了，子英你看我的 Queen 子英 and Queen Danny agree. I say don't agree, then too bad 啦，让他自己贬低自己啊，子英。exam 要到了还贬低自己，哎呀，没有讲不到，你看这种人，你看没有 self confident 啊，要哭了，你看，等一下1掉，1到2哭3掉，人长到这么大子英。长到这么高大1.9 meter tall，是一个巨人啊！真是的，这样 cry baby，come on，you must have confidence in yourself。1.88 very close to 1.9 already 啦。plus 2 cm your shoe。Chao Xing, are you okay? You looks very tired today, Right? Are you not well? You just quarrel with your girlfriend? Then what? Your girlfriend don't want to go out with you?
Just a bit tired only.
You sure? You okay?
Yeah, I should be fine.
You should be fine, Make sure you're fine, Okay, if you're still not fine, ask Jia Xing to disturb you, can we? He's so nice in my class, so cute, really. I enjoy his stuff. The way he talked to me, the way he answered, wow, good. Okay, Pei Kun, are you ready? I asked Pei Kun, is he 不见了? Xing Chen, can I have? If not, I want to move on already. I don't want to take up too much time, please. I hope you understand. In the exam, please do not take so much time. I still got a lot of things to share, please.
You can move on first.
I'm waiting for the rest also, of course. So, 记住Xing Chen, do not add on your contextual knowledge too much. Unless there's no choice, Xing Chen, it's okay. Okay? Nothing wrong, but be careful. Because some examiners may not accept this kind of whole thing without any cross-referencing. Take note, unless really no choice. So can you continue now while you're playing with your finger? Can you continue the rest? The clock now shows 8:38. By 8:40, I hope all of you can submit your answer, all right? To Maya. Alternatively, if you really cannot submit full, then you can type it and put in the Microsoft Words, then you can send it to me at the end of the lesson, okay? Source D does not prove that social mobility cannot be achieved. And source A contradicts source D. Okay, source D states that the disruption from globalization that not only widen the income wealth gap, but also skew the this. Okay, so about this. However, okay, source A shows that this one is a higher percentage. Okay, the statistics contradicts of source D as it is also more reliable. Oh, okay, as it is also the data gathered by a well-known newspaper company. Did he mention which company? Straits Times, right? Is it Straits Times? Then you have to say Straits Times, okay? But then again, this Straits Times, as what Xingchen mentioned, is only one and only national newspaper. So it can be like what he mentioned, bias, which is not wrong, all right? Be careful of that. Hence, source does not prove that social mobility cannot be achieved. Nothing wrong. Okay, they show that there's a possibility that even you are from lower incomes groups, you are able to climb up to the 20% to be the top income, provided you meet certain criteria, which I'm so sorry to say in the statistic, it did not mention what kind of criteria, right? It just say that people can climb up to 20%. What kind of criteria are we talking about? Is it through education, through what meritocracy or what? Okay, so okay, fine. So I like the way you say source A contradicts or does not support, does not prove source D. Okay, we have Ziying answer. We're waiting for the rest. Okay, it's 8:40 already. All right, so anyone still want to submit? Bei Kun and Chelsea? Jenny, you want to continue the other one?
I can't find does not prove based on context too.
Very hard, right?
Yeah.
Because the questions, you can twist and turn, right? You realize that this question. The proof one can become the not proof. The not proof one can become proof. It's a choice of words. Okay, anyway, this is the answer given to you here. You can take a look. My advice, seriously, I hope that you can later on, end of the lessons, do a proper one in the Microsoft Word and hand to me. So at least I can tell whether you understand how to tackle this kind of question, proof and not proof. All right, so I laid it to you. All right. So Chelsea, do you want to submit your answer? I'm going to move on to the next question soon. And Bei Kun, are you ready to submit your next answer? If not, I'm going to move on to the next question. Yang Xiang, anytime if you want to submit your answer, please go ahead.
I think better to move on because I'm not yet done with my answer right now.
Okay, later at the end of the lesson or whatever it is. Okay, so the best is if you can hand it to me by WhatsApp or by the Google Classroom, then I can collate and share. All right, next question. Study source E. Why did the cartoonist publish this cartoon? Explain your answer using details from the cartoon. Okay, so why? So you must have the outcome. All right, so it's 6-mark question. Take note. It's not just not your pure 5 marks question. It's a 6-mark. That means you must have your target audience, your message, your outcome. All right. So E. So one more time, Xingchen, can you look at the questions? E. Why did the cartoonist publish this cartoon? Explain your answer using the details from the cartoon. All right, everyone, take note, take a picture if you want to. Right, why did the cartoonist publish this cartoon? Study source E. Let's go. Look at source E. Oh, this one, okay. So like I told you before, sorry. I think it should be like that, would be better. Okay, any more? Okay, up to here. I told you before, right, the 4 corners. So if you want the 4 corners, then this will be the corners. And then this will be this one here, the saw. And then this part here, broken. And then this guy putting the hand, what does it mean here? Like showing no interest. Usually people put their hand in the pocket, which show that there's no interest, or it's not very protective, very defenseless. Okay. So what is the purpose? Okay. So why do you think the cartoonist draw this cartoon? Publish this cartoon. Explain your answer using the detail. Why? 6-mark question. Let's go. So if this is a cartoon published on the Singapore Business Review website. Oh, wow. A very profound website, and then an online business magazine. Online business magazine. That means these are read by professional people. Business review, no. That means they are targeting these people who have very profound, professional, and solid background. Okay. I think it's the effect. After your prelim, all of you like sian already. Kind of a bit tired, right? Don't drain yourself. Okay, right? Right? Like very sian already, right? After that. Don't let this. Don't let this interfere your this mood now, please. Not worth it. I know, okay, you want to take a break, fine, but don't like very don't you only got 1 month. 1 month to less than 1 month.
Yeah. I mean, no.
赵璇, does your teachers now give you any extra homeworks to practice for all subjects, or now leave it to you?
God give us a lot of other schools paper
to practice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, practice 一码归一码, but do they go through the answer with you?
Yeah.
All subject?
Not all, but at least I know that chemistry and mathematics, they always my teacher always go through.
Then other subject like English paper, how?
Sometimes it's English paper, and sometimes we do in class, and then I think it's next day our teacher go through.
So they don't mark for you?
They don't, they just go through.
Then how do I know?
No, but they just tell us like, no, it's like after we finish we finish in class, and then teacher go through. He show us the answer and see like, and then basically the marking scheme, and then we will mark our answer.
Hello, brother. How to mark essay?
No, we didn't. We won't do essay in class lah. I mean, if he's really got essay, right, teacher will definitely take that and mark lah.
Okay, because fair mark, correct now. If essay, then if comprehension, of course, you can do on the board. Okay, I agree. But essay cannot, editing definitely is straightforward. You can flesh out the answer and do and go through. But situation writing and essay cannot mark, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Pei Kun? Do you have a lot of test paper?
Got some.
Yes, Pei Kun? I can't hear you. Very soft. Got a lot of homework, huh?
Quite some.
So better do, huh? Don't stop, huh? Okay, thank you. 加油, 加油. Okay, the cartoon showed that a man labeled the educated climbing a ladder and sawing off the rungs of the ladders as he climbed. 3 people can be seen looking up as he climbed behind him. This shows that people who are already successful are able to take all the opportunities and close up the opportunity as the educated people use up all their, causing educated people to be more and more successful, while less educated people who are waiting to climb up the ladders are unable to climb up the social economic ladder. As such, the cartoon published is in order to convince the citizens of Singapore that there is actually no social mobility in Singapore. Wow, okay. Let's see, well done. Okay, good. Thank you, Xing Chan. Danny, so how your school teacher give you homework?
No, it's the review of papers.
Just go through the revision, all the paper. The 10
Oh,
years.
no, not attendance. It's our prelim paper.
Huh? Reading paper takes so long to go through.
We just started this week.
Just ended already, huh?
Yeah, we just started the go through this week.
Oh, okay. You start late now for your prelim. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
How about Ziyi? Any homework for your school, 10-year series, all this?
Don't have, only a SS 10-year series that they made us buy last year.
Okay, fair enough. Ask you to buy last year, better than buy this year, then it will be crazy. 神经病. Okay, but do you use the 10-year series for all your subjects? Better use it now. It's confirmed all this, especially maths and science can. Whereas for history and social study may not be, but it's good for practice. Qiao Xing, you ma? Thank you, Ziyi. Also have all the 10-year series.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, so because both of you and Xing Chan are same school, so they are going through the 10-year series and revise through questions, take notes of those questions that is like they emphasize usually. We as teachers know what kind of question most likely will come up. Okay, thank you. How about Yang Xiang? Are you there, Yang Xiang? Calling once, Yang Xiang. Calling 2, Yang Xiang. Calling 3, Yang Xiang. Are you able to talk? No, you can't talk. You still cannot talk, right? Yeah, yes means you have a lot of homework given from your school, right? Okay. Hey, very noisy. I unmute and see how noisy it is. How noisy would that be noisy? Are you able to turn on your camera now? Is your camera still working? But you say very noisy, can you hear what I'm talking about? Are you on the earpiece? So your yes is to which of my questions? I got a few questions, unless you say yes to all my questions. Okay. Okay, come on. How about the rest of you? What is your answer for E? So it is possible for the educated to achieve social mobility. The educated are denying. Okay, thanks to same as Xing Chan, your answer are preventing the less educated to achieve social mobility. Very sad. This is a very, very real, hard and cold world. So the educated people seems to be moving on the social ladder. Thank you. That is what you mentioned, Xing. The educated are denying the less educated to achieve social. Yes. After moving on the ladder, he has cut off the steps and has made it impossible for others to wake up to the social ladder. Okay, the country is convincing Singapore that through education, one can achieve social mobility in Singapore. I don't really like this answer, sorry. The country is convincing Singapore that through education, social mobility can be achieved. Okay, fair enough. Can achieve, one can achieve, okay, sorry, I misinterpreted. Can be achieved, and those who are not highly educated will be disadvantaged. In putting across this message, he hopes to persuade. Can you write down, instead always use persuade, to persuade, to convince, to encourage, all right, to motivate, to ensure, okay, Singaporean to focus on improving themselves through educations and to spare a thought for those who are not highly, I like this one right now, to spare a thought for those who are not highly educated. This is got a bit 有人性，对吗？乔信，有一点人性 heartwarming. The cartoons depicts a well-dressed person labeled the educated cutting the steps of the ladder as he climbed up with other people looking up helplessly. Yes, I like that. It can be aimlessly as well, because now you cut away my ladder. I got no aim already. I don't know where to go. That is just like one ladder to climb. Unless Qiao Xing, see you say helplessly and I say aimlessly, because there's only one ladder. Unless you cut off one ladder and there's few ladder to climb, still got okay, right? That means you got choice, that show not only mobility but meritocracy. But if the cartoon only show one ladder and it cut off, that means it totally 把它截止结束了. That means the whole entire is gone. But if you have few ladders to climb, that means there are still other opportunities to climb. So it's like aimlessly already. As the person labeled the educated does this, okay, this shows that the educated population would use up the existing resources, correct? The one and only ladder to climb, no other ladder to climb, very sad. Preventing others from using such resources for improving their social economic status. Thus, the publishers is trying, I hate the word trying, I'm so sorry, Thus, the publisher is saying or is giving the message, a strong message, okay, a strong signal to say that meritocracy will only help the educated people. It's not trying, because when you cut off the ladder, it's no more trying, it's like straight to the point already. All right. So, and trying, and please do not start the word with N, very particular. This is to say that, and trying again, to convince the citizen that there is lesser social mobility than the government promises. We're very bad at you. The government did promise us, but okay, that means you are saying that it backfires the government policy. Thank you. Thank you, Qiao Xing and Xing Chen. What about the rest, please? Okay, at least Pei Kun, you have to contribute, At least Zhao Qian, excuse me, I just burped, sorry. At least Zhao Qian just now contribute. Danny contribute. Ziying, you contribute also, right? Just now. Hello, Ziying, are you there? Yeah, contribute. Okay, so let Pei Kun. Okay, once you are done with this question, Qiao Xing and Xing Chen, please look at the last question. It is no longer possible to attain social mobility in Singapore using sources, in this case, sources that means from A to F. Explain how far would you agree with this statement, okay? So A to F. So look through A to F now. Xiao Xing, Xing Chen, those of you, two of you have finished the E. Okay, look through every source. Do you agree that the question again one more time? Okay. Is it no longer possible to attain social? Is it no longer? So A, do you think yes or no? B, yes or no? C, yes or no? D, as we've done just now, and then E, and then F. Okay, so there are total A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 sources. So is it 3 agree, 3 not agree? Okay, so please look through all your sources if you can, if you have the PDF format now. I sent to you already. You can open up the file and take a look, but please do not look at the answer first, okay? Please look at the sources, all the sources, and compare whether yes or no. Is it possible or not possible to attain social mobility in Singapore from A to F, all right? So I just sent this file. Chelsea, you receive? Ziying, you receive? Please have to answer me yes or no if you don't receive it, because my previous class, I got some student can't open. I think Jia Xing also cannot open initially the PDF file. Then I don't know why it do something. End up, I think he sent it to his WhatsApp. So you check his laptop. I don't know why he cannot receive. If I'm not mistaken, Xiao Xing, you have to check out. So he did not able to receive it. Okay. Anyone besides Xiao Xing and Xing Chen? I give 2 more minutes, then we'll move on to E, okay? Thank you. Don't stress here. If you really cannot find the answer, it's okay. At least you can read some of your classmate answer as well as Uncle Raymond answer. But if you have some idea, just type it out and send, okay? If not, you just continue to think of the answer, type it in somewhere in the Microsoft Word, then later you send, take a picture, use the scan, and then send it to me to my WhatsApp. Okay, so there are many ways to send the answer. My advice is don't try to do the questions. Do your best to attempt all the questions. Then you'll get the habit of it. You know what, Ziying and Danny, Uncle Raymond, when I was in secondary school, I hate to do math questions. Every time I come to math, wow, I got phobia, but I keep telling myself I need to pass. Okay, and yeah, I passed. My initial was F9, E8, no CST. So when I come to math, I tell you, I always was dreaming of other things to do. So it takes a while, a lot of courage to put in and complete the 10-year series for my O-level. That was the best math I have. The rest is history. So I know some of you might feel it very difficult to write because social study, you see, it's more like, I think you all know Xing Chen and Xiao Xing, you know, right? Social study is like more to, not like history, a lot of Singapore context. Then if you don't read Singapore context, you are really left out. Okay, true enough. You must know all these things. If not, it's very hard. Okay, especially for those of you who are from China or from overseas and come here to study. 一窍不通啊，要慢慢的, you know, and then somehow it takes 2 years to study social study and you got other subject to study. Okay, may I continue? Pei Kun, are you ready to give me your answer for source E? You have seen Qiao Xing answer as well as Xing Chen answer as well my answer. So Zhao Xuan, are you ready? And Danny as well. Yang Xiang, are you able to type the answer? If not, I just leave it to you. Must be fair, must call your name, Yang Xiang. Okay, you also attend the lesson, just that I just want to acknowledge you're there, Yang Xiang. Yang Xiang, Yang Xiang. Okay, good. Okay. I don't know whether he answer or somebody answer. Maybe Ziying. Maybe Ziying 不见了. Hey, Ziying, why like that? I call you, go and too much at you, very rude. Talk to you, go and cover your camera. Maybe Ziying, maybe it's not Yang Xiang answer or maybe his girlfriend answer for him. Yes. Naughty he very naughty. Okay. Then later he say yes. Oh, confirm now. All right, Pei Kun, 加油，快点。You received the PDF format, Ziying. So you can look through. The answers are all there already, okay? Since all of you are here, next week lesson is already starting October. I will not give the lesson plans to my colleague to give it to you. So I will see what I would like to do. Maybe I will give like some IP questions, IP paper from other school for you to practice. or maybe I want to go through a bit of contextual knowledge on certain topics that I feel that is important. So it will be very impromptu for the lessons. Then once I done out the lesson already, then I will PDF during the lesson to all of you, okay? So maybe one day before or things like that, all right? So just to let you know. It is no longer possible to attain social mobility in Singapore. For example, Source C states that it is impossible to attain. So don't repeat already. Okay, the first sentence, since you mentioned that, for example, Source C states that it is impossible to attain social mobility through education now. You're repeating the first sentence, so you're wasting 30 seconds to write the first sentence. So why not you spend the 30 seconds to put in place saying that it is not possible to attain social mobility, as this can be seen in source C. Okay, get it up. All right, so to attain, but the answer is E, right? So you have to answer to your question first. It is no longer possible to attain social mobility as stated in source E because. So don't write like that. So source C states that it is impossible to attain, but the question asks you for E. You don't straight away write C. Take note, all right? So in cost, what do you mean in cost? In source, not cost. In source D, PMD stated the blue collar worker have their livelihood threatened by technology and has widened the income gap, which source E also shows that the educated is not allowing the, okay, this one no need to cross-reference, my dear. Very good. Okay, this one no need to cross-reference. This one is directly asking you E itself. You say, look at the cartoon. You say, okay, explain your answer using detail from the cartoon. Use the cartoon to show. So if you write this, you will not get full marks. It might be whole thing only got 1 or 2 marks. Okay, get it now? Yeah, you answered the wrong question already. Correct. So take note. So this one is for the E questions. So 小心哦，备份. Okay, you need more practice, that's all. It's not you don't know your work. All of you, it's not that you all don't know. You need more practice to make mistake here. The more mistake you make here in the classroom, then I fine-tune you for you, then you will learn better. Then you will start to get the right answer. So don't worry. Okay, guys, let's move on to E. All right, the last one, all sources. Can? So 小心啊，被困，被困不见了啊，被困你要小心啊。当你 answer 这个 question 的时候，你要小心 check 啊。Okay, so the pictures itself，杨香不见了。So that picture itself, you have to target, remember, when you target the source, is usually the outcome. What is that? You see, 贝坤, you saw the last one, L5, the outcome, right? Correct, outcome. 他要懂到这整个来龙去脉，为什么这个画家要画这个图片 ？Okay, guys, for last one, I will end this. Come, give me source E. Quick one. Just type. No need to tell me all the detail. Okay, I go through. Everyone must answer me. Yeah. So I start with Danny first. Okay, Danny, which source yes and which source no? Let's go. Just type the answer for me, Ken. Wait for Yang Xiang to come in now. Okay. Let me repeat my questions. For the last question, E, it is no longer possible to attain social mobility in Singapore. Using sources, that means all the sources from A to F in this case study, explain how far would you agree with this statement. So you have to draw a line. Remember, children, draw a line like a T, like a accounting T, yeah? Yes and no. So if you say yes, A, C, and E, yes. B, D, and E, no, something like that. Or maybe one of them is neutral. It's okay. No need to apologize. Yang Xiang is okay. All right. Just welcome back. Don't worry. No more negative. Don't worry. Move on. But why you show me a clown face? Ayo, so many nice pictures don't put. Put the one you shooting one. Put the clown face. Yeah.
So I draw one.
子英，我没有话讲。可能是我以为是他弟弟画的。sorry. Yeah, your drawing is so okay. I thought my drawing is so okay. No hard feeling. Oh, the cartoonist published source is because Pei Kun, look the cartoonist published source is because he wishes to expose. Whoa, 你变态啊 expose to the Singapore public that social mobility pressure. It's not achievable in Singapore. Source, I like that. Expose, very strong word. Very harsh. Source E is a cartoon which shows a person from the high income group climbing up a ladder, which while cutting off the step as he climbed gradually on the ladder as he moved up to the ladder, so that the people from the lower income groups cannot make it to climb up to the higher status ladder. Okay, that's my answer. This means that the social mobility is not achievable and not attainable and not accessible. We need right now, not achievable, not attainable, and not accessible. Of course, you cut away the ladder, cannot access, has all the chances and opportunity. I like that, which may allow the people from the lower income. Thank God, Ziying, you never put them they or them or they. I tell you, I kill you. What, Mr. They, Mr. Them, Mr. They. So lucky you mentioned that allow the people from the lower income group to move up in the social economic status is all being used by those coming from. It cannot be a bit different. It's all being used a bit different than the English. He said it's being taken away. It means that their opportunity. Can you put the word golden opportunity? That golden opportunity. Okay, the golden opportunity is being taken away, or being salvaged, I want to use the word, don't know, is it good? Being it's not sabotage, being cannot use the word blackmail. Can somebody help me? A very strong word being can I use blockage? Or should I use being control? No. Prevented? No, I suddenly can't think of that word. I feel that word is very important. It's being denied? No. Let me finish up by coming from higher income groups, and that those people from higher income groups leave no room, for the lower income people to have a better job. Wow, your answer is better than mine. Ziying, thank you. Well done, Ziying, well done. Later, I get a Grab driver to send you a flower for well done. Polite. 送你什么？康乃馨。康乃馨是给妈妈的 carnation. Thank you, Ziying mommy. Auntie. Okay, well, okay, joke. So well done. I just want to feel the word being I cannot use the embargo or Chelsea. Embargo would not be a right word to use here. This more to the one in North Korea and Cuba Missile Crisis, embargo prevent. Bring how I want to. Sorry, suddenly I black mental block. Okay, thank you. Okay, come. Can I have it? It's 9:15 already. Can I have the answer, please? Which one? Yes or no? Yes, you agree. No, just type source A, B, C, yes. Source D, E, F, no, that kind of thing. Come. Then, of course, when I ask you to explain, then you just say verbally, okay? So that not to waste time, okay? Let me think of the word just now. Being controlled by the higher income people doesn't make sense. Being overprotected, being over. Shucks, not anything on it. Zhao Xing, are you giving me an answer? Source E, that one? No. All sources. Pei Kun and Yang Xiang, you can type you don't mind Yang Xiang. That one you can type. Overpower. 我有刚才也想过，不是like thanks Zhao Xuan, thanks for helping me. It's like in Chinese we use it as 被控制啊， but 不是 control 嘞，你懂吗？被好像被限制 restricted. Yes. 讲到华语我就懂了，被 restricted 的 correct 被困 that means 他把好像 like restriction 被 restricted 被控制跟限制，在某某情况下他们不能发扬光大，不可以列祖列宗。哇，很深奥。English how to say how to say in English? Do not have the chance for them to excel with excellence, effectiveness, and efficiency. Okay. Oh, I'm waiting for all of your answer for the last one. Then we'll close it for the SPQ. And Xing Chen, you have been turning off the camera for more than 30 minutes already. I've been monitoring you. Don't pretend that I don't know that you turned on the camera, Xing Chen. Don't be naughty boy. After that, beat your backside. Please give me your source for the last one, Xing Chen. Don't pretend to frozen or you think I don't know. 快点. Then you ask me, can you tell me what is your question? Correct. The question is E. It is no longer. So tell me which source is yes and which source is no. Look at the question here. Here. Come on, Danny. Come on, Zhao Xuan. I'm just wondering, Danny, I don't know why you want to use the word expose. Very strong, Danny. What makes you want to use the word he wishes to expose? Can you, yes.
Because I feel like it's just like it wants to show to the Singapore public, but like you can't use show, right? Because it's not a strong enough word. So like the only thing that I can like think of which is like similar to show, like which is expose.
Well, strong vocabulary, but be careful of using this word. Not because they're anti-pedophile, but expose means that usually there is some secrets, something to hide or whistleblower. Okay, remember the whistleblower. Because this picture is actually want to create awareness and attentions to people. to alert people, the 3A, remember, just use the alert, aware, and attention. And you also can use it in your visual graphic text for your English also. Okay, what does the purpose of this graphics or this brochure? Is to create attention, not to let people to eat shark fin. Get it? So imagine you see a group of people covering their mouth, right? They say, stop eating shark fin, they are dying. Stop eating them, they are dying. The them referring to shark fin, right? So this is to create the alertness to the people who have the attention to eat the shark fin, and create that if you eat more shark fin, you are creating an awareness that the ecosystem will be affected. Okay. Okay. Yes, please. Dao Xuan, what is your answer? Come on. Because today I want to end on time to talk to you and Bei Kun. Chelsea, do you have your answer ready for the question number E? The 10 marks question. Bei Kun, have your answer? Then what I mean by no longer possible? Oh, CDE. Okay, so the rest, how about the other one? Danny, what about the other one? How about the A and the B and the F? Is it neutral or is it what? Ziying will be, okay, well, where is your B? If B is neutral, you have to put neutral also, okay? Thank you, Ziying. How about Bei Kun and Zhao Xuan? Yang Xiang, if you are watching video later on, please also, if you can, neutral. Okay, B is neutral. Okay. Xing Chen, what is your answer? I sent the PDF to you already, Xing Chen, so you have to look through all the sources. Which one do you think is no longer possible or possible? Huh? What about B and E? Chelsea, neutral. I know your school asks you to choose 2 each lah, but for practice purposes, we weigh all the 6 sources, okay? Weigh all the 6 sources. Sometimes the source you choose may not be agreeable to the examiner answer. So my advice is for practice, do all the sources, okay? Okay, thank you, Bei Kun. Wow, you and who also the same, neutral are saying, okay. Danny, given already. Zhao Xuan, 给了吗？丁真给了吗？ Okay, sorry 等下你可以去慢慢看。So you see, let's read Okay, we all take turn 好吗？ I'm very tired 星真 can you read the first paragraph?
It is no longer possible to attain social mobility in Singapore. For instance, in source B, the writer says that it is no longer possible to attain social mobilization these days. In source D, PM Lee acknowledged that blue-collar workers have had their livelihoods threatened with new technology, and this has widened the income gap between the rich and the poor, making it difficult for the blue-collar workers to bridge the skills gap. Source E also shows that the educated has moved up the social ladder, implying that he has attained social mobility, and the less educated find themselves cut off from moving up the social ladder.
Carry on. It is possible. Hello? Or it is possible.
It is possible to attain social mobility in Singapore. Source A shows that adopting an appropriate learning model would allow for the leveling of the playing field of the children, and this would then result in attaining social mobility. In source B, among the developed countries, Singapore has the
Hello, carry on. Hi, yes. Xing-Chan. Please look at this laptop. Don't look at the other laptop. Come on.
I can't see the next page.
Okay. Highest percentage.
Highest percentage of social mobility at 14.3% compared to Canada's 13.5% and Denmark's 11.7%. Source F shows that the changes in the education system are made to suit the needs of a child, and the Singapore government has made important reforms in the education system to recognize a whole range of skills and talent, to broaden the concept of meritocracy in order to allow for greater social mobility.
Thank you. Okay. So let's read on to see anymore. Okay. May I have Pei Kun? Saucy here. Pei Kun, are you there? Yes, let's go. Saucy seems to
Have a difficult time.
ready? Go. Saucy seems to show.
Saucy seems to show very clearly.
Wait, louder, please. Thank you.
Saucy seems to show very clearly that the less educated would have a difficult time moving up the social ladder. This would have a This could be a
biased view.
This is because the Singapore government is taking steps, making reforms to the education system and recognizing skills and talents, as well as practice meritocracy in leveling up the field for those from disadvantaged homes. This would then allow for greater social mobility for many children.
Yeah, you see this one, you see, if this one is actually cross-referencing to the background already, very good. You see, read through the background, you see? Here. Okay, 他们已经有讲了. Okay, then B, I know a lot of people say B is neutral. I don't see it's neutral. It seems like it's telling that compare that it's difficult to approach a switch children's it's taken nowhere. It's not so in Singapore with diligence is price over. So it's not true. They really support, okay, that they're closing it. So it's not just different. They used overseas country to compare it. Okay, let's move on. Pei Kun. Wait, give me a minute. I move down. Sorry. I overshot already. Hold on, sorry. Where is it? Oh no. Okay, is it here? No. Yeah, okay, sorry, carry on. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks for this one. Zhao Xuan, your turn. I do not agree.
I do not agree that it is no longer possible to attain social mobility. In source A, the graph shows that it is possible to attain social in Singapore compared to many other developed countries. The percentage of people attaining social mobility is 14.3% compared to Britain's 9% and Denmark's 11.7%. It seems to convince Singaporeans that there are very high chances of attaining social mobility in Singapore. This is true because from what I know, some of the taxi drivers I have spoken to have been able to educate their children in the university. Some of them became doctors, getting scholarships from the government. This shows that it is possible for children of blue-collar workers to move up the social ladder.
Yeah, okay, so whoever choose A is very straightforward. Thank you. Last but not least, may I have this Chelsea is tired today. I don't want you to read. Danny, can you read to me? Danny?
There is certainly it's open. There is certainly a case for the and against. There is certainly a case for and against social mobility. Much essential work is done by the government to improve the education system to level up the playing field. This is clearly expressed in Source F, which says the government is recognizing a range of skills and talents and to broaden the concept of meritocracy to allow for social mobility. However, there is also concerns about attaining social mobility as suggested in Source D. In this source, PMLE acknowledges that certain segments of the society will be disadvantaged, especially the blue-collar workers, and the odds were in favor of the privileged and highly educated.
So children, take note now, whatever you're doing now, please put aside or whatever you're doing, please. This paragraph is super, super important. I repeat now, please pay attention to this paragraph. Now, whoever can write this, the balanced views of conclusions, I think, was it Chelsea or whoever told me this? Now, you need 2 yes and 2 yes and 2 agree and 2 not agree, and then conclusions. This is where you have to use one of the source to support your arguments, and the other one to, okay, so there's a balance. The one you say yes is support because there is enough information. So Chelsea, example, you choose A and B agree, C and D don't agree. Now left E and F, right? This is where your last 2 sources, E and F, put into the last paragraph. So I was right that in fact, you have to use all the sources to do it. That's why you say using sources. You never say, last time they say using all sources. Then they start to change using sources. So there's no, 它只是换汤不换药. Okay, so what you see here, children, pay attention, so right? If you were to write until here, up to here, this part here, okay, don't mind, pay attention, please. So Yang Xiang, I don't care where you are now, if you can, put your ears, lend me your ears, okay? If you are up to here, the most is up to 6 marks, okay? But when you click here to this part here, you get a full 8 marks. So this is the one, regardless of what sources you're going to do, which is next month we're going to do if these type of things. You must know that you have to reserve the another 2 sources to back up your yes and no. Okay, so if you say cannot, for whatever reason, listen, for whatever reason got not enough time, then you say 1 yes, 1 no, and then left the last two one, put it in your conclusion. Chances is you will get 6 marks to 7 marks. Okay, take note of this. So let me take away all these things here. So this last paragraph itself is very important. Hey, shucks, man. Yeah. So this last paragraph is very important because it kind of tells the examiner that you know when to use the sources to back up your conclusion. Take note, I repeat, what kind of source? You can use any source to back up, we don't care. But the purpose of the examiner want to train you guys whether you are able to understand why these sources that you use is able to for and against. Okay? So that you see the last 2 sources that they use are very prominent, very professional, and very prolific enough to tell that, look, I agree that to certain extent is against, but to certain extent we are against, but we are doing something. We are still doing something. I know it's very hard to close the gap, but nevertheless, we are doing our best to close the gap as fast as possible within a period of time. But then our hands are tied, even though we have so many resources, because we look into different factors and issue. That's what social study we are talking about. Issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3, okay? So take note of this one, right? Children, pay attention to this one here, okay? So Chelsea, remember, I think you are the one who told me you have to 2 agree and 2 disagree, right? Correct me, either you or Danny, I can't remember. Then I always against your answer. No, I don't agree. So I was partially right that this is the one. For Last time the essay is that you don't need to weigh this type of things, maybe just a few sentences, but this is the one. This is the toughest. So take note, children, please take note this one. Take a picture, whatever it is. This is the most important. Okay, Bei Kun, Qiao Xing, Yang Xiang, Danny, Ziying, Xing Chen, and Qiao Xing, please take note. Okay, so we're done with this one. I have no time to go through this one, leaving in the extract 1, 2, and 3. So it looks like I have to go through this one here. Okay, and I already committed with the answer for you guys already. But please do yourself a favor, do not look at the answer. Okay, the purpose of the answer here is to give you a head start. In case you start there, then you can read the answer. But then my advice to all the 7 of you, please practice to type or write so that at least you have a feel of it. 对吗？乔信 correct not? So you have the feel of it 嘛，对不对？Danny and Ziying 对吗？赵贤 and Xing Chen and Yang Xiang. Okay, I mean now the exam is over. That's why I asked you a very important question. Do you have a lot of school homework to do or not? I know you might have tons of homework, but this is also one of the homework for you for next week. Okay, right? We're going to go through this. We are doing SRQ for this one. That's all only. So if you guys cannot submit the homework for this one, then I will go through immediately with this all the answer, and then you have to type it out. All right. So it's kind of not say waste of time. You'll take out some time because maybe you got other reason you cannot do fulfill, but at least do 1 or 2 questions here. Then of course, those of you, if you can, you do not submit the homework to me just now from the Zoom chat. I expect you to submit, if you can, for those questions like these 3. In fact, all the 5 SPQ questions. You never know, maybe later after this class, you have better inspiration, motivation, aspirations, okay? To what do you call? To complete all these questions, why not? All right, Ken? So let's finish out this one. Okay, that's all. I don't want to take your time for the rest of you. I only want the Bei Kun and Zhao Xuan to stay back. The rest, wait, let me close.